Hello, and welcome to the Black Authors Network radio show, live from the Sweet Soul Sisters book event with author Devon Scott. We're going to be discussing Devon Scott's book, Unfaithful. So welcome to the show, Devon.
Thank you.
Devon, introduce us to Unfaithful.
So this is my novel, Unfaithful, published by Defina Books in Kensington. Unfaithful is the story of four best friends that happen to be married. Ryan is married to Carly, and they are best friends with another couple, Olivia and Miles. And Ryan is basically obsessing over his best friend's wife, Olivia. And basically the story is about what happens when his an event happens that kind of changes the dynamic between the two couples, and his life starts to spiral out of control.
Today we're here with the Sweet Soul Sisters as they have a book discussion with author Devon Scott about Unfaithful. So we're going to ask the ladies some of the things that were really important for them in the book and that really made them wrap themselves up in the story. So I'd like to start on the left here and ask, so who were some of your favorite characters in the book and why?
I think I liked Ryan's wife the best. I think my heart went out to her in essence of everything that was transpiring in the story. I felt kind of bad, but in the end I still felt good because she came out on top with a better option.
Fantastic. So next I'd like to ask the next Sweet Soul Sister, which scene in the book was the most impactful for you?
Page 17. Page 17 is the whole thing that started for me, which required me to go back to page 1 and start over again. Because on page 17, there was a transaction that started in the kitchen of a little fumbling around with one person, but ending up climaxing with somebody else totally different. Trust me, go to page 17. You won't have to ask nothing else. Start page 17.
Okay, so we're going to move on to the next Sweet Soul Sister and ask, which character in the book that you absolutely despised but you just kept reading? You just had to keep reading.
There were a couple of characters in the book that I despised. They kind of drew you in. I know people that lead a double life, and I was kind of surprised and kind of upset that they were leading this double life, but you had to just keep reading about it.
Okay, so we're going to go into a discussion, and I just want to say to all you readers out there, if you haven't read Unfaithful, to pick up a copy of Unfaithful. And I just want to let you know that this video is going to go into some adult content, and it's really going to go into detail about the book Unfaithful. And you're going to absolutely have to go out and pick up a copy to be able to follow along and understand what all the excitement is about. So, ladies, I want to ask you, what were some of the things in the book that really had a message, that really spoke to you? I would like for each one of you to give me the message that you took away from the book, and then we're going to hear from author Devon Scott before we go into your book discussion.
What was Ryan's wife's name?
Carly.
Carly. Her ability to forgive Ryan, even though what he did devastated her foundation, she still was able to forgive him, and it's like, all right, well, I'm still going to move on with my life.
Okay.
I like that part of the book.
What was the message you received from the book?
Oh, Lord. I'm going to be nice. But the whole book, for me, was eye-opening because looking at men now on the down low and how they can lead such a secretive life, be married, have this wife that loves them to death, they love her, but still have no shame in going out, sleeping with a man, coming back home, and taking a shower and getting it on with his wife. And I'm like, you really got to start looking and trying to pick up those times because you need to know. Because the next thing you know, you are married to somebody that's on the down low. He's having his cake and eating it too, and all you're getting is a slice of the cake and don't know what else you might be getting in the process. So it just opened my eyes to, you really got to scope these men out.
Okay. So what message did you get from the book?
Message very similar to what Jackie said that you have to be aware, alert, you have to pay attention, you have to stop being in denial, you have to open your eyes and see what's going on in your own relationship.
So, author Devon Scott, tell us what are your feelings or the messages you wanted readers to get, because it's down low, right or wrong. That's going to be kind of left up to the reader. So what's your take on it?
Well, let me just say a couple of things. One, this book is about infidelity. It's more than about being on the down low. So for me, the message that I wanted to create, if you will, was that there's a consequence to infidelity. There's a consequence to being unfaithful. And there are a lot of men out there, and women too, that think only about the 20 minutes of pleasure or the 40 minutes of pleasure or however long that act takes place. And they don't think about the consequences. And for me, it was about how all of the events lead to something that's pretty bad.
So, Devon, tell the Black Authors Network family how they, too, can purchase a copy of Unfaithful and how we can go to your website and see that beautiful new cover of your new release.
Well, you can, the book is available in bookstores, it's in Borders, it's on Amazon. You can go to devonscott.com. You can check out my blog, which is devonscott.com/blog. And if you go to Amazon, there is not the excerpt, but the cover for my new book, Obsessed, which comes out in May of this year.
Fantastic. So I think we can now safely say it's time to get started with the interviews. Let's start the book discussion with author Devon Scott.